I don't want this to be a man versus woman type of thing, but this would never happen to a woman. Never, ever, 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 bruh.
Want that big 12 check. We want that net. We want that net. And we gonna get it. We gonna get it. Because we bleed, we sweat, and we cry together. We cry together. Our brothers is you. Our brothers is down. Our brothers is down. So we gotta step up. We gotta step up. Everybody rock. Everybody rock. Everybody rock. Big 12 check. Big 12 check on 3. 1, 2, 3. Big 12 check. Nobody better. Nobody better. Nobody better. Nobody. Nobody.
The 6'9", 280-pounder on a Lansdowne, Pennsylvania.
And let's get right to our top story tonight. A Baylor football player is accused of raping a woman nearly 3 years ago has been found not guilty now.
Sean Oakman and his family waited in suspense for just 2 hours before the decision came back. Channel 6's Andrew Moore was there to get the reaction. He is live at the McLennan County Courthouse right now. Hey, Andrew.
Yeah, guys, when we heard about that verdict coming back at 4:30, we were rushing back to the courtroom. When it came back not guilty, that courtroom exploded. There were people hugging, praying, cheering. There was no way the judge could calm them down. There were so many excited people. While the defense didn't know quite what to expect, they say in the end, the evidence was on their side in this case. Now, first, you're going to see video of Oakman leaving the courtroom after the verdict was read. In the final arguments, the prosecution had relied heavily on the alleged victim's testimony and her medical assessments. Prosecutor Robert Moody had asked the jury to realize that the alleged victim had been through a lot and that she would not subject herself to so much testing and would not take the stand if her claims were not true. The other prosecutor focused on the woman's injuries, but it was the defense that consistently pointed to the evidence. Defense attorney Jesse Frood pointed to text messages the woman sent telling friends not to wait up for her after she went to Oakman's home. And testimony from Oakman's friends indicate that she knew his intent was to have sex well in advance. Oakman told us well after the decision that he spent the last 3 years feeling his life was taken from him, and now he plans to get that back.
It was about everybody else that was around me, you know.
And he still gets to
They slandered my name. They fired my coach. And I felt like all that was on me. I was a leader of Baylor, of Waco, of the community that I was in, and they took us down from the top.
I already know this is not y'all first time hearing a story like this, and it won't be the last, man. Use my platform to highlight shit that needs to have attention focused on it, bro. Men's rights, say it again, men's rights need to be advocated for. They have to be. That's what this is, bro. That's what this is, because this would never, I don't want this to be a man versus woman type of thing, but this would never happen to a woman. Never, ever, 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 bro. The women are always the victims in situations like this, bro, and it's guilty until proven innocent. But it's fucked up because no matter what happens in this case, negative or positive, it's still a negative, man. She took this man's future away from him, his guaranteed future away from him. He was a 4-star athlete. He found this shit out. He found out about the charges on him days before the fucking NFL draft. Just like that, it's over. Like that, it's over, bruh. The amount of blood, sweat, tears, time, frustration, stress, everything that goes into preparing yourself as much as you can to give the best product that you can to the NFL. All that shit taken away like that because some bitch decided to fuck him on it. This would never, ever, ever happen to him, man. It's always in a woman's favor, and it's still in a woman's favor even after he got the best outcome that he could possibly get given the circumstances. He don't have to go to jail. But fuck that. Now he ain't in the NFL. He's not in the NFL. 3 years he got to deal with this case, man. Fortunately, he got signed by the CFL, man, but he's not in the NFL. Regardless of him being found innocent, bruh. Y'all know how people is. They fucking flaky. And this stigma is going to follow him wherever he goes now. He's been proven innocent. But that shit follows you wherever you go now. Because that's the case, why don't the NFL sign him? Right? Well, he places himself in compromising situations. You know what I mean? And all right, eat that. But he's a human being. That could happen to anybody. That could happen to a coach. That could happen to an offensive coordinator. That could happen to your quarterback. That could happen to anybody. You don't know nobody until you know them. I bet that's the one thing he took from this. When you have some celebrity, some type of status around you, people can use that shit against you. That's exactly what the fuck this bitch did, man. Just like that, taking everything away. Everything away. And he can't get it back. He cannot get it back. Can't get that time back. Can't get the emotional roller coaster that he was put through, thinking that possibly his freedom may be taken away. He knows NFL career is taken away just like that. And like I said, this ain't the first time you heard about a story. It ain't gonna be the last, man. The more I dive into the issues that men face day to day, bruh, like, and it just gets overlooked. Nobody cares about it. Nobody cares about it, bruh. They definitely bring attention to all this other shit that don't need no attention on it. I ain't even trying to cause no chaos. But if you know, you know. Shit like this needs to be goddamn pissing everybody off. Motherfuckers need to be outside that courthouse saying, send this bitch to jail. Send this bitch to jail. Women need to be held accountable in situations like this. She fucking lied and took all this away from that man. He can't get it back. She just walking the streets after flipping this man's world literally upside down. Who's holding her accountable? I try to pull a picture up. They got her face blurred out. It's some white girl that he planned on having sex with. And this was, hey, at the end of the day, bro, big, but I mean, I'm about to say main lesson. You got to be careful, but you just never know. You just never know. You just never know. Never know. You never know. Oh, man, it make my fucking stomach hurt, bruh. It makes my fucking stomach hurt, bruh.
Been through a lot personally with your situation. My understanding is you find out 2 weeks before the draft that this charge is coming. Did you at the time, did you know how much it would affect just the NFL draft?
Hell
Immediately,
yeah.
I had a pretty good I did that it was gonna be over.
How did you deal with that situation at the time?
You just take one step at a time, live one day at a time. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do to eventually get where you want to go. So, you know, it was just one day at a time thing.
You know, you've been acquitted of the charges. Obviously, I'm sure it was a grueling experience for you. How would you describe just that overall experience of the trial and your life within that 2-year period?
Life changing for sure. You know, those are things that people don't go through. So it's something that I was able to walk in and walk out untouched. So I'm truly highly blessed.
And then with the situation, in many instances, it cost you a massive opportunity.
For sure.
Is there any bitterness over the situation, and how have you been able to overcome it on a personal level, on just a mental level?
Not really no bitterness, you know. You live and you learn. Everybody got to go.
Bruh, he a better man than me. He a better man than me. And I get it. The best option is to remain positive about it and try to make the best of the situation that you put yourself in, because dwelling on it will just make it that much more worse. Just sitting there thinking about what could have taken place, what could have been if it wasn't for this bitch, right? But bitterness, regardless of how positive I am with my outlook on life, I'm gonna be bitter as hell because I know this bitch took this shit away from me, bruh. I'm like, he a better man than me. But I mean, I haven't lived it. I haven't done it. I'm pretty sure he's felt the same way I'm feeling now. And you got to get past that. But damn, it just sucks. Like, I'm glad he's here, perspective-wise, mind state-wise, man. But shit like this should not fucking happen. Never, ever, ever, ever happen. You know what I mean? But you can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. It's going to continue to happen like this. I just wish the outcome wouldn't be as devastating as it is. Like, he's innocent and didn't do anything. NFL career's down the drain because of what this bitch said. Ain't nothing happened to her.
Go through something. My obstacle was just a little more out there than others, you know, and I was able to get through it, and that shows my strength and endurance.
That's
so
a fact.
I'm ready to for whatever that's coming next. You know?
Would you say the situation and just your life experience as well, has that molded your mental toughness?
For sure. You go through a lot. I went through a lot. Yeah. That prepared me for that specific situation. So I tell all my friends and family before that I was more prepared to go through that than I was to go to the NFL, and I still truly believe that today.
Good on him, man. Good on him, man. But like I say, men's rights is definitely a thing. I'm out here, bro. I told you, I'm a masculinist, men's right activist, bro. Yeah, I mean, the whole system needs to change, right? But it never will. It never will, bro. Fellas, just be careful. Keep your head on the swivel. If you have shit to lose, and motherfuckers can use shit against you, you know what I mean? Stay safe. Keep a fucking close-knit, trustworthy circle around you, especially the woman you decide to lay with. You have to fucking put her through the ringer to determine her true intentions with you. Bruh, I mean, just gotta place yourself in the best situations possible, man. Some shit is just unavoidable, but fuck. Make your stomach hurt, man.